Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy the Letter G, and today I have a very interesting video for you guys right now. So, Fallout 4 isn't that bad as the people that claim to not like it seems to be. Now let me explain. So the first thing we're going to start off with is what the main people complained about was the RPG limitations. Now, in the Fallout universe, yes, that applies. But also the people that claim to dislike Fallout 4 are saying it's not a true RPG. Well, let's go back to the very first couple Fallouts, okay? No, Fallout 1 and 2, including Tactics, were not true RPGs, okay? And I'll explain that in a little bit, but now, the thing is that none of the Fallouts, including 4 definitely, are not RPGs whatsoever. And this is why. Okay, the true definition of an RPG, we're going to go all the way back to D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, okay? That is a true RPG game, okay? It's role-playing for those of you that don't know. But Dungeons and Dragons is a true and real definition of an RPG. Okay, because I remember when I was in high school, I played, that's my phone, I played Dungeons and Dragons when I was in high school, and I had to create the backstory of the character I made. Okay, as an example, my character was a kingdom banished character. His father was the king and he was a misfit and stuff like that. But anyways, with the Fallout games, and Skyrim included, none of those were true RPGs. Okay? Every Fallout game, as of right now, that I can say, have a character story. Okay? And that's another big issue people had with Fallout 4, is that the story for the game was just the backstory for the characters, was just too much for a Fallout game. So there's no big issue with that, okay? With just looking at it in the perspective I am. None of the fucking Fallout games were true RPGs at all, okay? Every goddamn Fallout game, as of right now, New Vegas included, had a character background. Okay, a true RPG, if you guys didn't get what I meant by that, I meant like being able to choose where your character starts and where he came from, he or she, where, either gender came from, and what their personalities are. Okay, and I understand in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, at least in New Vegas, I played 3, I don't remember if this is in 3 or not, but in New Vegas, you can choose traits, you can choose traits in the game that suit your character's needs, I guess you can say, or your RPGing needs. And that's kind of a step forward. But in a sense, none of the Fallout games stood out to a true RPG. All the Fallout games had character backstories, okay? Fallout 1, you're a vault dweller. I don't remember much in 2, but I'm pretty sure, I think it was 2, you were in a tribe or Tactics, one of the two Fallout games, but none of them had backstory, or none of them were true RPGs, okay? Fallout 4 is nothing special. Okay, it's a good game. I think, in my opinion, it's a good game. And the reason why people are disappointed with Fallout 4 is because of the fact it was highly anticipated, okay? That's mainly why. And the other thing, I'm just kind of saying there's really no reason for people to dislike Fallout 4. And if the only reason I can see people disliking it is if they just don't like the whole franchise at all, which is totally understandable. I mean, people have a right to an opinion. But other than that, None of the Fallout games had any true definitions of an RPG. There were no RPG elements, at least true RPG elements that people are claiming that all the predecessors, I should say, from Fallout 4, are true RPGs, and they're not, okay? Like I said, to me, a true RPG, maybe to a lot of you guys, but to me, a true RPG is where you create the backstory of your character. None of the Fallout games let you do that, okay? In New Vegas, you were a fucking courier, and in Fallout 3, you were born in a fucking vault, just like in Fallout 1, okay? Except for in Fallout 1, you had to go look for a part for a generator in the vault, and different stories and stuff like that, but no, they were not true RPGs. You had a backstory of a character, and okay, so anyways, that's what I'm trying to say, is that all of the Fallout games, including 4, are not true RPGs. 4 is just probably a milestone, okay, to what it could have been, and you know what, they went the same route, except for with the voice acting. That was not a good option. But, yeah, so anyways, the voice acting was pretty shitty, in my opinion, but besides that, Fallout 4, you know, when it comes to RPG elements, it's nothing special, okay? The same with 3 in New Vegas. Nothing special with those games. It's the same fucking thing. You have a bit of a side backstory going on. Like I said, in New Vegas, you're a goddamn courier. You can't change anything. Even the mods, okay, are true examples of what the Fallout games should be. You should be able to choose if you want to be a fucking raider, if you want to be, for God's sake, a goddamn Deathclaw, or, a fucking animal, or a fucking huge character like a rich person in the game, as an example. Okay, that's what I mean. None of the Fallout games had that at all, and same with Skyrim. But in my opinion, I think Skyrim's more of an RPG than the Fallout games. In the previous Elder Scrolls, I haven't played them, so you guys can knock me for that if you want. But it's just funny. It's just funny that people can sit there and say, well, Fallout 4 has really bad RPG limitations, when all the Fallout games were limited in their own way. Yeah, the dialogue was cut in Fallout 4. So what? The dialogue was cut in its own way for 3, New Vegas, and the first 2. And even Tactics. Okay? And yes, I do wish they threw in more dialogue options for the voice actors in Fallout 4, but too bad. But I'm just trying to say, Fallout 4 you shouldn't hate because or say there's no RPG limitations. All the Fallout games had RPG limitations, okay? Like I said, the true definition of an RPG is where you're able to make your own character and have fun with that character. If you wanted him or her to be a fucking raider, a fucking, Deathclaw, a ghoul, whatever you guys wanted it to be, you can't have that in Fallout. None of the Fallout games allowed you to play as different races, and that sucks. So all the limits in Fallout, the whole franchise, are limited. Okay, and I know I said limits and stuff like that, but fuck it. But that's just something people really needed to think about before they started hating the game, because, like I said, none of them had true RPG elements. There's like nothing at all to do with RPGing at all. Okay, especially the first 2 where you couldn't make your character, which sucks. Besides building them, but other than that, I think Bethesda made a good choice. Not with 4, I think they did a good job with 4 in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, all the Fallout games were limited to shit. There's no reason to say Fallout 4 is limited to RPGing at all. All of those games were. Okay? None of those games were true RPGs, is what I'm trying to get at. And I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me for saying that, and I am disappointed that's how people look at the Fallout games. And I don't care if if there's a little backstory to a character at all. That doesn't bother me. Okay, or even the voice acting didn't bother me as much as other people, but anyways, I know I'm kind of rambling on now, and I apologize, but all in all, none of the Fallout games were true RPGs. There's, like, no reason to say Fallout 4 had RPGing elements or limits in the game. Okay, well, you know, if you're going to compare it to the previous Fallouts, yeah, you have every reason to, but if you're going to say Fallout 4 is not a true RPG, think about it, okay? So that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I apologize for my rambling on, but that's just all I wanted to talk about that's been bothering me for some time, and people just need to stop and think about what they're kind of comparing RPGing to and stuff like that. So, all in all, that's all I have to say, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and again, if you have anything else you want me to talk about, drop the comment. I dare you. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there?
Don't give me that destiny crap.
I just saw you go toe-to-toe with a 20-foot-tall irradiated lizard. You telling me you can't keep an open mind after that?
It's all right, Preston. Not everyone understands the sight. But I don't need you to believe. I just need you to listen. You're a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel
your destiny.
Bullshit. You're trying to play me for a fool.
And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
I've been to Diamond City already. I need more. Please.
Look, kid. I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
But shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the